So welcome back and Jai Bhagwan. So this morning we are going to be continuing on with our yoga journey. So yesterday we focused on creating a gap between thought and impulse so that I'm not absent-mindedly acting on every which thing that my brain tells me. And so to continue moving down, one of the things that we know through yoga is that sensation and energy are not separate. And through this understanding that sensation and energy are not separate, what we also know is that when we feel sensation in the body, that is an expression of energy made visible. And so, what we are going to be practicing this morning is now to more fully attune ourselves to energy or prana in the body so that when we are acting and moving through life, through this interconnectedness with what's present within us, that will keep us in response to what's happening in the moment. So, previously, if we are less attuned with what it is that we're feeling, then we're more likely to go out and do things that may not be in harmony with the body. They might not be complementary to our body. They might not create a balancing experience because we're not attuned in the first place. As we attune ourselves to what's happening in the body and we feel fully what's present, it helps us to heighten our awareness of what the body needs, of what we need to come back into balance step by step by step by step. And so, what this means for us, particularly in the context of habits, is even if we still engage in the activity of the habit. So, I'll give you a very benign example, maybe ice cream, right? If we're trying to break our ice cream habit, first and foremost, we're creating that gap between thought and impulse. But now, as we attune ourselves to what's happening in the body, if we feel what's happening in the body, we will know right away, is ice cream going to be balancing or imbalancing? And much the same for any activity that we do anywhere, from this felt sense of connection, our felt sense of awareness will tell us what's going to balance, what's going to take me out of balance. And this is also a way that we can begin to gain mastery over our habits, because now our actions, instead of being unconscious and automatic and habituated, our actions are inspired from what it is that we're feeling inside in response to what's happening. And so the way we do this in yoga is we learn how to attune to the sensations of the body, and as we attune to these sensations, it gives us greater awareness of what's happening, whether subtle or obvious. So, as we move through our poses today, I'm going to invite you to pay keen attention to sensation in the body. Remember that this sensation is energy made visible. And as we connect with the energy of the body, that will inform us how to be in response and how to take action that is balancing in response to what's happening within us. So, with that said, I invite you to sit up tall, closing your eyes. Drawing all of your attention inwards. Beginning to deepen the breath. Feeling the sensation of breath as it moves through the belly, the abdomen, and the chest. And as it moves through chest, abdomen, and belly. Following that rhythm inwards. And as you breathe at your own rhythm and your own pace, see if you can anchor your attention between the center between your eyebrows, the third eye, and the rhythm of breath as it moves in and out. Bring the hands together in front of the heart, thumbs gently resting on the sternum. Establishing your inner connection. And on your next inhalation, allowing the eyes to softly float open. Jai Bhagwan. So if you don't find yourself there already, bringing yourself into a standing position on your mat. And again, even in the transition, pay attention. Stepping to the top of your mat in preparation for sun salutation, Surya Namaskar. Standing with your feet together, hands in prayer position, looking straight ahead. Gaze at the fingers. Inhale as you extend the arms directly overhead. Drop the tailbone firm through the buttocks and inner thighs, pressing down into the feet as you extend up through the chest. Extend out through the fingers as you press the hips forward to create a slight back bend. Coming in touch with the entire range of sensation in the body, using your breath to draw you into what's happening now, down through the feet, up through the chest, out through the fingers, press the hips forward, full breath, full attention in the body. As you exhale, press the hips back as the upper body extends forward. Palms coming through the center line of the body. Thumbs next to little toes. Release the head and neck. Meeting the experience of the body anew. Take a full breath in. As you exhale, take a big step back with the right foot coming into lunge. Rear toes are curled under, the front thighs approaching parallel with the knee directly above the ankle. Pressing back through the rear heel, lift the chest and look up. Long line of extension, foot to sternum, through crown. Tuning yourself with what is happening now. Sensation is the visible expression of energy. As you exhale, take a big step back with the left foot coming into plank. The body is long, the shoulders are directly above the wrists. Pressing back through the heels, forward through the crown with the head in line with the spine. Full breath here. As you exhale, lower the knees. Extend the tailbone up as you lower chest and chin towards the floor, sternum between the thumbs. Inhale, sliding forward and up into upward facing dog. Elbows in and back, extending the sternum forward. Full breath here. Don't miss a moment to feel. As you exhale, press the hips up and back, coming into downward facing dog. Pressing down through the palms, extending back through the hip creases. Release the heels towards the mat, but do not pull or force. Opening yourself to the entire range of sensation in the body. On your next inhalation, step forward, right foot coming into lunge. Rear toes curled under, pressing back through the heel, forward through the sternum, out through the crown, lift the chest and look up. As you exhale, step forward, left foot coming into forward fold. Release the head and neck. Allowing all sensation to be here as it is. To release, inhale as you rise up slowly with the palms together. Extending the arms directly overhead, coming into a gentle back bend. Pressing down into the feet as you extend up through the chest. Extending out through the fingers, press the hips forward to create a slight back bend. Full breath here, a long line of extension, foot to crown. Opening the entire front side of the body. Breathe. Exhale, press the hips back as the upper body extends forward, palms coming through the center line of the body, thumbs next to little toes. On your next inhalation, step back, left foot coming into lunge. Rear toes are curled under. Front thigh approaching parallel with the knee directly above the ankle, back through the heel, forward through the sternum, lift the chest and look up. Feeling each sensation as it comes to pass. Do not miss a moment to feel. On your next exhalation, step back, left foot coming into plank. The body is long, the shoulders are directly above the wrists. Back through the heels, forward through the crown with the head in line with the spine. Full breath here. As you exhale, lower the knees. Extend the tailbone up as you lower chest and chin towards the floor, sternum between the thumbs. Inhale, sliding forward and up into upward facing dog. Full breath here. As you exhale, press the hips up and back, coming into downward facing dog. Pressing down through the palms as you extend back through the hip creases, releasing the heels towards the mat. Do not pull or force. Using your breath to draw you in deeper. On your next inhalation, step forward, left foot coming into lunge. Back through the rear heel, lift the chest and look up. Exhale, step forward, right foot, forward fold. The palms together. Gaze at the fingers. Inhale as you rise up slowly, extending the arms directly overhead. Following each change in experience. Exhale, releasing the hands through prayer position. Release the arms by your sides. And immediately dive into the experience of the body even more fully. Following sensation back to its very source. Allowing the eyes to softly float open. Standing with your feet together. Pressing down into the feet as you extend up through the crown of the head, hands together in prayer position. Feeling the moment the palms come to touch. Inhale as you extend the arms directly overhead. Fingers interlacing into temple position. Arms to the ears or slightly back. Drop the tailbone firm through the buttocks and inner thighs as you press down into the feet. Maintain this as you extend up through the spine, out through the crown and fingers. Draw the low ribs in towards the spine, relax the shoulders slightly. Meeting breath and sensation with your intent, with your attention. Full breath in. As you exhale, lower the hands down through prayer position. Release your arms by your sides, close your eyes. Tuning to what's happening now. Separate your feet hip distance apart. Pressing down into the feet as you extend up through the crown of the head. Inhale as you extend the arms out in front of you, palms turned down. Feeling the body move through space. Take a full breath in. As you exhale, bend the knees, press the hips back as though you're about to sit into a chair. Thighs approaching parallel. Drop the tailbone, lift the chest and sit up. Extending up through the spine, out through the crown and fingers, shifting the weight slightly towards the heels. Breathe fully as you hold, and as sensation becomes more obvious, use it as your anchor point into the experience of energy. This is your access into understanding the wisdom of the body. To release, press into both feet, inhaling back to center. Release the arms by your sides, close your eyes. Immediately following the release of sensation inside. Feel what is present. Making sure your feet are still hip distance apart, pressing down into the feet as you extend up through the crown of the head. Interlacing the fingers behind the back with the elbows straight. Press the shoulder blades together and down in preparation for standing yoga mudra. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, press the hips back as the upper body extends forward. Extend the arms up off the low back, and if there's room, extending them forward towards the ceiling. Shifting the weight slightly towards the balls of the feet as you extend back through the hip creases. Breathe. Seeing if you can maintain neutral awareness to sensation present in the body. Absent of preference or judgment. To release, lower the hands towards the back. Release the arms by your sides. Bend the knees, lowering the hips, coming into a gentle squat. Release the head and neck. And as you're ready, coming to a position seated on your heels or any other comfortable seated position where the spine can remain erect. Bringing all of your attention into the third eye. Allowing yourself to absorb your practice so far. Shift your hips to the right as you extend the legs out in front of you in preparation for seated forward bend, Paschimottanasana. Take a step back with each hip, resting the palms on the thighs, pressing from the inner thighs as you extend out through the balls of the feet. Inhale as you extend the arms out in front of you, palms facing one another. Exhale as you extend the arms directly overhead. Draw the navel in towards the spine, relax the shoulders slightly. Pressing down into the sit bones as you extend up through the spine, out through the crown and fingers. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, begin to hinge forward at the hips, leading with the sternum. The arms remain alongside your ears as you come to your first edge. And when you've reached your first edge, you can allow the hands to release to the calves, ankles or feet, but do not pull or force. Breathe fully as you hold. And in the presence of sensation, see if you can withdraw from any tendency towards pushing or pulling or forcing. And notice that if in the absence of struggle, the body naturally begins to let go even deeper. Using the felt sense of energy and sensation in the body as your opportunity to move even more fully into what's present. To release, extend the arms alongside your ears. Inhale as you rise up slowly, feeling each changing sensation along the way. Release the arms by your sides, close your eyes. Feel. And as you're ready, slowly, gently making your way into a comfortable seated position. For a closing meditation, any position where the spine can remain long. Bringing all of your awareness to the center between the eyebrows, the third eye. Beginning to take deep, steady breaths. Following the breath inwards. Completely absorb. Maintaining this inward connection as we prepare to receive Gurda.
Good morning, everyone. How are you this morning? Well, when I say, how are you? I'm asking you, Are you connected to the being? Are you present? Most people are never present where they are. Part of them is in the mind, part of them in the body. That means we are always halfway, wherever we are going. So this morning, I want you to be totally present with me. And that's the most important part of cultivating how to be totally present, no matter where you are, what you are doing, or who you are with. That's a secret. That means you're practicing on a yoga mat the way you want to be in the stage of life. So the whole art of living is cultivating consciousness to be here and now, where you are living in response to who is present. Ego mind is programmed to be in reaction to who is what is present. And that is the practice of Yoga Nidra too. So I want to guide you through the experience of Yoga Nidra today first. So you become so connected to your body and your being. And that's the purpose of meditation-based Yoga Nidra. Often Yoga Nidra can be practiced on a superficial way to heal the body. And this is absolutely necessary and useful, but this is about connecting to the soul, the cause. So understand one more thing before I guide you, that most people who practice yoga postures, and they understand that they think that it is directly connecting to God, to the soul being within. This is not true. When you practice, you are not connecting directly to the God. On the contrary, you are disconnecting from who you are not. This is very important to understand. So that is why Patanjali says, witness the modifications of mind that arise from the memory disorder. So memory disorder is ego mind. It is filled up with the memories that were created by being in conflict with reality that is present. That is why it is called memory disorder. We call post-traumatic stress disorder. Instead, we call it memory disorder. So when you withdraw from memory, guess what? You're disconnecting from the energy that is trapped in the body. And that is the ego mind. So actually, the whole process of yoga is withdrawing from who you are not, so that progressively who you are is revealed. That's the practice of Yoga Nidra also. So this is why you must understand one thing, that God is masked ego. So when you unmask the ego, you reveal the God. understand this. So that is why this unmasking the ego is what must be practiced every day in every interaction. Whenever you have reaction to who or what is present, you are withdrawing from your reaction so that you can see who is or what is as is. This is not properly understood. But once you understand this, meditation in motion means meditative interaction with anywhere you go, anything you do, or anyone you are with becomes naturally. It's called meditation in interaction everywhere. So this is the secret of yoga. So this is what I want you to really learn how to integrate. This is you're cultivating through the teachings in yoga, probably practicing through yoga nidra or I am yoga or yoga therapy, but you are taking it in life. If you don't take it on life, then it's not even yoga. So this is why I say again, I told you yesterday, if it doesn't change your life, it's not yoga. If it changes your body, it's exercise, which is necessary. But through the practice of yoga, you're removing the cause of all the problems that appear in the body. So if you remove the effects that appears in the body, cause does not appear. But if you remove the cause, all effects disappear at the same time or get eroded progressively each time. So today, I would like to guide you through Yoga Nidra in the beginning. So today, I want to guide you differently, Yoga Nidra, and probably you haven't done it that way. But today, I want to reveal the new way because Yoga Nidra is eventually entering the temple that your body is. It is the shift from thinking mind to feeling body. And feeling body connects you to the energy, and energy is the link to the being. So feeling is connection to the energy, that is connection to the being. That is the ultimate purpose of both practice of I am yoga and Yoga Nidra. So let's just, today I'm going to show you Kapalbhati breathing. And I will do that. And I will tell you in case someone of you is not experienced in Kapalbhati, I will also show you quickly how to do that. Kapalbhati is the most powerful breathing exercise. It brings light to your being and in your body, and particularly through your eyes and your face and through your entire skin. It begins to emanate light. Bhati means shine. So it shines, it radiates, it illumines your whole face, your eyes, your skin, your whole body becomes filled with light. So this, I will do this Kapalbhati breathing, and then I will tell you, or let me tell you first, in this Kapalbhati breathing, you are forcefully exhaling. And then inhalation happens passively. You are not inhaling actively. Active exhalation, passive inhalation. Just that's all you have to know. And then watch me how I'm doing. So then I will guide you to do. Did you notice? Did you notice something? I show you what I did not do. I did not do active inhaling. It looks like this. I did not do that. So immediately you will learn in case you are new. Okay? So now I want you to practice Kapalbhati breathing. So I want you to just sit down on you may just sit down on your mat if you want for Kapalbhati breathing, sit on a chair and later on transfer. But I'm going to guide you through a, a movement of the body as well. So let me guide you through the movement first, then I will guide you into Kapalbhati. So you may now stand up from your chair, maybe stand in front end of your mat. So I will guide you through movement. And after that, when you sit up, I'll guide you through breathing, okay? So first, stand up. When you stand up straight and relax. Consciousness is the secret part of it. Everybody stands up when you are stand up. But what you are, everything is done consciously. Consciously means you are not standing up, but you feel the shift in your feeling center. That is conscious. So feel the difference. The moment you stand up, there was a sitting experience. Now you stood up, and there is a standing experience, and you are aware of it. Once you are connected to the present moment. So now interlock your fingers, make a temple position of your fingers, raise your arms like we did yesterday. This is a simple exercise. So for new people, we do the same exercise. Turn, bend to your right. And then again, feel the difference that is conscious. If you don't connect to the feeling, you are just doing mechanical movement of the body. Then come up slowly. And then take a breath and center yourself. And then again, breathe in and exhale as you bend to the opposite side. And breathe in as you slowly and steadily come up. Feel the difference. When you were stretching, there was a feeling experience. When you came out of it, there is a feeling experience. And you are connected to the feeling. That means you are conscious. Disconnected from the feeling, just doing is mechanical and unconscious. Now breathe in And then exhale as you bend backward. And inhale as you come up. Stay connected to your body and the feeling. Bring your hands down. Lower your hands by your side. Relax your shoulders. Feel the difference again. See, I'm not guiding you through the postures. I am bringing you to the hardcore practice of I am yoga. Is all conscious. You are aware. You are connected to your body that is connecting you to your being. So now bring your hands behind your back and interlock your fingers. Stretch your arm back so your shoulders, your chest opens up. Don't force anything. Do everything consciously in a very relaxed way, because that connects you to your feeling center more fully. Nothing is done in jerks or sudden. Everything is done in a steady, gentle, slow movement. So now, with the same gentle, slow movement, start bending forward from your hip joint and bring your head as close as you can bring without forcing. Stretch your arms so you can feel a little more stretch in your shoulders and in your chest muscles. Feel it. Hold it there just so that you can feel what it feels like without resisting or fighting. Relax. Now, slowly bring your hands, release your arms release your fingers, and then let your arms hang in front of you. Now feel the difference again. See, because there was tension in the shoulders, now the shoulders are released. You must know that when you pay attention, your energy works more fully and more effectively. So exercise becomes manifold effective, because where attention goes, energy goes. That's why when I say pay attention to the feeling, you are bringing energy to the feeling center. These are the secrets of I am yoga. Now, hold on to your ankle or legs if you need to. And then as you exhale, move deeper into your forward bend. If you need to, hold on to the legs to exhale and bend even more. Now let go of the fear of hurting, but honor the feeling of hurting. If you are stretching too much or forcefully, don't do that. Do it consciously. So when you do it consciously, it's done in accordance with the wisdom of the body rather than fear in the mind. So go as deep as you can. And again, Let go of the fear in the mind. Let the wisdom of the body bring you even closer, your head closer to your knees. Do it gently in a relaxed way. Feel it, hold it there, and relax even more. In the midst of holding, relax so that let the doing and non-doing come together while you are holding and relaxing. You are entering the twilight zone of doing and non-doing. Now gradually bend your knees and enter into forward, into knee bend position. Lower your knees on the ground, hips on your heels, and lower your body in front so that your forearms are on the floor, your forehead is on the floor, your hips are on your heels, and adjust your hips, adjust your position, be as comfortable as you can in that position. Be relaxed. Now bring all your attention to the third eye. The spot between your eyebrows. Relax your arms from the shoulder. Do not leave any tension anywhere. Now know the fundamental law. Your energy, your subconscious energy follows your attention. So if your attention is focused on the third eye, you are opening the Shiva Netra, the eye of Shiva. The eye of Shiva consciousness. It can see beyond the eyes of duality. It can see what is as is. And this is the shift that is happening when you are energetically focused on the third eye. It gives you the penetrating insight into everything. So when you cultivate this during the practice of yoga or tratak, as I taught you yesterday, or concentration, the penetrating laser-like attention gets cultivated. You learn the concentration naturally happens. You are not practicing concentration, and yet when you focus on your third eye, both sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system and Sushumna Nadi combine there together, and all the agitations, all the irritations and imbalances in mind body, they come into harmonious unity. And this is what is happening for you. So feel it. Just focus. Just focus your attention. That's all. And then you will feel it. Don't try to feel it. Just focus it and let it happen and then feel it. So now the energy is flooding towards the third eye, illuminating all the centers in your brain. And when brain centers are illumined, all chakra system gets illumined. Feel that your body, whole body filled with light, light of consciousness. Feel that every cell in your body is luminous. Billions and billions of light bulbs illumine in your body, radiating through every pore of your skin. Now, gradually, with your eyes closed, gradually sit up and slowly glide into lying down position. Do not disturb your attention with too many other things. If you wish to cover, just cover it up and lay down. Adjust your body, your legs slightly apart, your arms slightly away from your body, where there is no tension in your hip joint, shoulder joints, or any other part of your body. Adjust and feel completely at ease. Completely means both in mind and in your body. If you are at ease in your body, if mind is not, you are not there. If your mind is calm, body is tense, it cannot happen. Usually they both work in synchronicity. So you are now learning, you have now entered into body-mind complete merging. Your mind has merged into energy field of your body because energy pulsating in your brain with high intensity. Feel that right now and feel that radiating like the rivers of energy, like the tribulates, the little springs of energy rising from the root centers of your brain and cascading into your body through your nervous system, reaching every organ, reaching every chakra system, and through that spreading and extending to every organ, every cell, every muscle in your body. Feel that your body is totally permeated with pulsating, throbbing energy field. Feel it. It is not that I'm just telling you, but it is happening right now. Pay attention. Feel that throbbing, pulsating energy field. Now you have completely disassociated from mind and connected to the subconscious energy field. And once you are completely in harmony, connected to the energy, you are in complete harmony. Your pulsations are in perfect harmony with the cosmic energy field. Feel that you no longer have the barriers of the body. Your energy has broken all the barriers and has merged into the cosmic body. The yogis say what is in the microcosm of individual body is in the macrocosm. Now feel that you have merged and become the cosmic body of God. And you have merged through the energy, you have become one with the creator of the cosmic body. There is no separation. Feel that mystical union, the marriage between Shiva and Shakti, male and female, mating experience of consciousness and energy we call yoga. I have entered the unified state of silent awareness. My mind is silent. My body is relaxed. My heart is unconditionally open. I am connected to the infinite power of being that I am. It unleashes the infinite power of energy, the healing energy of the being in my body that carries out all the healing that is necessary, that is carried out by the innate intelligence of prana kriyas in my body. I am the source of reality. I am receiving direct protection and the guidance of being. Every time I return to my being from my becoming ego mind, I instantly receive both guidance and protection from the being. My ego mind protects me from the memory fears. My being protects me from being caught in my reactive thinking, brings me into the being that I am. Prana is the underlying link that connects to the everything in creation. And as I am connected to the prana, I am connected to all beings and everything in creation of the cosmic body and my individual body. By merging in the energy body, I have entered the oneness experience of being, the God being that is inborn within me right now. So right now, I invoke the presence of being. I open the door of my heart. Let it be the altar of the being that I am. I establish the Shiva Lingam, the Shiva consciousness in my heart. Whenever I find myself in reaction, I can instantly call upon this being that I am and make an instant switch from becoming to being, from making it happen to letting it happen. This is the conscious crossover I practice during Yoga Nidra and also in every one of my interaction with myself, others, and the world. I am the presence. I see, I feel, and I experience all beings and all things as they are. I am neither for nor against because I am omnipresent, undivided, whole being. The moment you are free from the memory prison of the past, you have instantly entered the freedom and ecstasy of now. Can you find memory anywhere? It has disappeared. You are free from all the pre-programmed, painful memory disorder, pathological mind, the paranoid mind, the sick mind is instantly gone. You have become the pre-spirit. Return to this place every day during your practice of yoga nidra, quantum breath meditation, or yoga practice of meditation in motion and in life. Practice it over and over and over, again and again. The more often you practice, the quicker you can get there and longer you can stay there. You become more familiar with who you are. Progressively, your body that was the abode of the ego mind becomes the abode of the being that I am. It truly becomes the temple of God. All the memory of the wounded emotional past experiences, painful past, hurtful past, all that instantly disappears. Notice none of it is here now, in here and now, where you are now. That is the magic and mystery of the being that you are. Now notice, once you are so completely in now, there is total absence of doing through the medium of thinking or the body. You have totally created a shift into the being that manifests beyond the body and mind. Allow yourself to experience this new dimension of being. Merge into it, bathe in it, soak in it, absorb it so fully that you are full of it. Now bring your awareness back to your body. Gradually begin to move your body and turn to your left in a kneeling position, in a folded leg position. In a child in the womb, like the child is in the womb. So turn on your left and feel that you have entered the womb of the Divine Mother Prana Shakti, which is the mother of creation. Allow yourself to fully enter the womb of the Cosmic Mother, Prana Shakti. And let there be the link to connect with the being. Now here you are so completely disengaged from doing, from the ego mind. You are truly in the womb of the Divine Mother. When you are in the womb, Mother is breathing for you. Mother is feeding you. Mother is taking care of everything for you. Realize now you have entered that state of total surrender to the being, so the energy is serving the being that you are. So this is the shift from energy serving the ego mind to energy serving the soul being that I am. So be in the protection of the being as you begin to sit up. Keep your eyes closed. Sit up wherever, whatever comfortable position, or sit back in your chair and instantly become still. Now we'll do I will guide you through the gazing. You will open, not right now, you will open your eyes when I ask you to. You will gaze at my face. You are so deeply connected to non-mental energy. So am I. And you will establish energetic communion. So energetic communion will connect the light of the Guru to the light of the Guru, the light of being to the light of being in you. So now, for a few moments, open your eyes and gaze. You may now close your eyes, maintain the energetic connection. Now you may gradually, just before you open the eyes, just feel how calm and clear your mind is, how deeply relaxed your body is, how calm your breath is. Then gradually open your eyes. So I want you to know that everything that can ever be taught, that has ever been taught by enlightened masters through many scriptures in many different ways, you just experience. So understand the experience of oneness that you entered just now, that you are in now, is called by different names. We call it God. We call it love. Like Christ said, God is love. That is the love that you just experienced. Just as God is unconditionally omnipresent, so is love unconditionally present. It is not an exclusive love. It is all-inclusive, unconditional love that accepts everything as it is. For this experience, we also use the word I am. Like Christ, like Christ said, I am before any historical being that he was talking about. So he was talking about I am that I am. We are all, mind is identified with what we say I am. So he lived in I am that I am. We live in I am what I think about myself. That is ego. This is why I am is presence of God within us. So that's another name we use for oneness experience. I also use being that I am, presence that I am. Yoga, that is another name. What is that? Experience of oneness. So I want you to understand that's a sense you have experienced. I want you to make sure that you learn to go there every day. This doing one day or intellectually understanding this is not, that is happening on the surface. Intellectual understanding happens on the surface. The practice is experience at the center level, where once you go there every day, you become more centered in every one of your thinking, interacting, feeling, and loving. Everywhere you are in harmony. Yes. I want to teach further. I've taught everything through the guided meditation and experience. So some of the further teachings I would teach from this question that says, I was wondering how accessing our subconscious mind with yoga nidra enables us to modify biological habitual patterns. Actually, as I said in the very beginning of the talk, The yoga of witnessing presence is dropping into the subconscious as well as unconscious. This is where all the energy blocks that ego mind has energetically created in the past, we call post-traumatic memory disorder, is all built into your unconscious body, in the subconscious body, using the subconscious body's energy. So actually, entire process is removing or releasing the energy that is blocked in your pre-programmed memory disorder. So when you release that energy, being trapped in the reactive thinking, the same release energy begins to go to God. This is what is most important for you to understand. This is explained in the parable of in Bible, where the parable says the father had two sons. So one son stayed home and another son just left the father. And using the father's energy, he squandered his energy. And then he becomes destitute. So that is what it says. The prodigal son abusively uses the energy of God, means the God's energy to move away from God. So when he moves away from God, more he suffers from isolation from all God's creation, means from his love life, family life, work life, social life, body, everywhere. So people who use this energy reactively, what does that mean? When you react to someone or something, you are using the energy to solve the memory problems that you are facing. And memory problems do not need solving. Memory is dead. And when you use energy to solve memory problems in future, you are abusing the energy, the parasympathetic energy of sympathetic being in your body. So your energy is the link. You took it away. With every reaction, your ego mind hijacks the parasympathetic energy from the sympathetic being and uses it into solving the memory problems that appears to be outside. That is what in Bible it is called the prodigal son squanders the wealth. It says wealth means energy of God. See, people read these parables and they don't understand. I didn't understand either. But ever since my awakening experience, I read these parables. The hidden meaning is instantly revealed. All the codes are cracked and the truth is revealed. And that's what happens to me, even in life. When I see situations, I see beyond how it is reactively seen. So I can see beyond pre-programmed memories of the past that sees either through addiction or fear. Instead, you are seeing what is as is. So you are not dealing with your memory fears or memory addictions. You are in direct interaction with reality. So when you dismantle the energy blocks from the unconscious body, you are also releasing the energy from unconscious and supporting the superconscious connection with the same energy. So this is what happened to the prodigal son. When prodigal son moves so far away from the father, he becomes destitute. And he says finally, I have spent all your energy. I feel lonely. I feel destitute. I don't know where to go. I am helpless. Father, I'm coming home. So as soon as he said that, Father, I'm coming home, God arranged, said, let's arrange feast for the town members, everybody. My son is coming home. So when the son who stayed home, he was working in the field. So some of the townspeople went to him and said, look what your father is doing. He's celebrating the prodigal son who had left the home, and he's not celebrating you, who never left the home. That is the mysterious statement here. You must understand that ego mind, because he has gone astray, he has learned how to come back home consciously. So he is more mature and more ready to meet with the Father. That's what he meant. You don't need celebration for the lazy guy who never did anything wrong and right. But anybody who goes through all these maturing experiences of moving away from God and then consciously moves away to God, God celebrates. That is the celebration. That is why humanity is born with identification with prodigal son, the ego mind. So don't think you have done wrong. Just learn from what you have done wrong and learn, Father, I'm coming home from wherever you are. And that will be the celebration from the being that I am within you. Remember this, you have done nothing wrong. If you learn from it and decide to come back home, that is what God wants. But ego says, oh my God, you have committed sins. And someone would say, you will burn in hell forever and ever. Look at the difference. This you can do. You have complete freedom. You can go back to God anytime because you have learned everything you have done to find peace, love, and harmony outside has failed. You have abused the energy of God and nothing has worked. And don't wait till you get destitute and completely helpless. You can wake up now, anytime, and go back to God. So the part of the same question is, can we connect with prana in such a way that we can work on the aspects of our health that seem to be embedded in our physical body as patterns that reappear? So in body, all this reactively processed memory energy blocks are built. And yes, that is what whole practice, as I described, that's all about it. So through visualizations, affirmations, and prayers, you are connected directly to the being. And, and the being, the God within you, listens to the prayer. So through in Yoga Nidra, you are releasing that trapped energy, pranic energy in your body. Why? Because in Yoga Nidra, you're releasing through directly accessing to God through the faith and trust with prayers, affirmations, and then your prayers are heard in Yoga Nidra because you have connected to the being through the deep integrative guided Yoga Nidra. Therefore, all your prayers will instantly release the energy blocks built in your body. So this is how you would definitely release the energy through that is built in your prana body, unconscious body. So there is another prayer, another question rather. Do all love relationships between people dissipate energy? No. All relationship between people do not dissipate energy. When, when you are in love with someone or something, you are expecting the love and acceptance to come from the other. You are disconnected from your own source energy of love. You are telling them to connect their source energy to love, and then so that they can accept you and love you when you reject yourself. How is it possible? So if you expect others to love you or other to accept you, when you are self-rejecting, your energy would be abusively used. So every time you are in reactive interaction with anybody at any time, and including yourself, you are abusing the energy. So most people are in very self-abusive relationship with themselves. And most people suffer precisely from them. Ego mind that you identify every time you react to yourself or others, you are in a self-abusive relationship with the energy and then with yourself. So energy is the medium. So what is yoga? Everything that I teach you in yoga is about how to be in relationship with yourself. So if you are in reaction, as I said, you are empowering your ego mind to hijack the parasympathetic energy of God and use it in the dimension of devilish interaction with the present moment. So that is the ego mind. So this is, I think you got all the answers. So We still have few minutes. So again, this time I want you to enter the energy connection, energetic connection. So to the being, and that is disconnection from the ego mind. So how do you disconnect? Yoga says witness your thoughts and disconnect from your pre-programmed memory disorder. In the Yoga Nidra, you are using affirmations by being directly connected to the being. So the being responds and your energy blocks are lifted from your unconscious body, and then it immediately functions in, in co-creative interaction with your being. Same energy that was working for the ego mind in the dimension of time instantly works in harmony with the time transcendent being that you are. So I want you to just simply sit, just simply sit and see if you can instantly drop in or just use, just, just put your palms on your face like this. Exhale, inhale, exhale 3 times. And then slowly bring your palms down in your lap. I want you to cultivate energetic connection through the being by being connected to the energy being that I have entered. This is from where I teach. This is from where I speak. This is where I drop in when I'm silent. So just simply focus all your non-mental, energetic, feeling attention. So feel as you focus on my face. In yoga, it is called tratak, gazing exercise. You may now open your eyes. I would like to hear from you a half a page response, the very core. What did you experience? The energetically during the guided meditation, during breathing exercise, during teaching, and how have you been using that? Many of you have been practicing with me. You have attended many programs. How it has changed your life. So I would like to hear from you, because when you write what you have experienced, you will reaffirm your experience. Most people, when they have bad experience, they repeat that again and again. When they have good experience, they don't repeat. This is so sad. So when you write it, you are really establishing more firmly in your consciousness something so unique that happened. It is so subtle that if you don't write, it disappears. It is not like the bad experience that happened on such a gross level that you just feel it, you remember it, you repeat it, and talk about it. Many people, you enter into monologue, replay it. That is so sad. I want you to learn to repeat good experiences by sharing it with others, by becoming part of the conscious connection with other people who need it. So I will write about that to you, how to be the connecting link to the to risk to help other people with where you are, what you have found, so that this is what I have dedicated my whole life. When it changed my life, that's all I'm doing. I'm spending my whole life to help other people. I want each one of you to do the same thing. And I'll send you that message in email. So I be the part of that link of sharing the teachings and spreading the teachings, so that so many people who suffer from it, they get to know about it, they learn from it, and they change with it. I want you to be the link of spreading the love that you receive. And every time you give it to someone, it reinforces and reconnects with the source of love within much more deeply. And that is what I'm going to teach this meditation, through the quantum breath meditation. When I come up with that, when that course is designed, I will let you know. And you will know that this, this with practice only, you will embody the power of the being. It does. Otherwise, people use it superficially in their superficial life, but that is using it to treat the effects. No, when you embody it, you're treating it from the cause, and that is much more powerful. And then you will yourself be sharing this energetically with your husband, wife, children, because you live in that peaceful life. You are non-reactive. You're not demanding. You're not judging. You're not comparing. You are more and more at peace. So more and more people will be in loving will be attracted to your energy. So I wish you well, and you have my blessings and blessings from Bapuji and Lord Shiva himself, or Dada Guru. So you stay connected through energetic presence. Jai Bhagwan.